Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to remind every day that we have our own responsibility to take care of our own mind. So that remind is very necessary. And at the same time, we share some basic information for yourself to develop your awareness and keep the clarity within yourself. So when it comes to meditation, it's mainly purification of your own mind, develop the clarity. Otherwise, you don't bring something from outside to inside. That whatever happens inside yourself, itself capable for you to find the liberation. So then you have to have the right understanding regarding the practice. So don't try to look outside. Don't search something to gain from outside to inside. Always remember, learn to look into inside you. And again, when you are capable to develop that ability and see yourself, so that will help you to understand how the thoughts happening and how the desires arise, how the emotions arise. And once you see that, you are capable to change the reaction. So before we go into that, there is something that you have to know, that coming back to your heart. So as you know, in day-to-day life, with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, we always follow objects, that whatever outside. And as a result of that, what happens? And our desires get stuck with things and get anchored to things, hold it to things, which may be difficult to bring back. And when you go to a place, when you see people, when you see things, when you hear things, when you smell things, And even though your body leave that place, you live with the memory. That memory sometimes becomes stronger to go back itself. So the mind capable to travel itself very, very far away. So if you always travel like that, go here and there like that, what will happen? You will disconnect from your own very being. So the meditation is a method you bring back to your own life. So as you know, when you go to a very public place, very crowded place, and sometimes you see the map, and then there's a place called meeting point, meeting place. And if you invite for someone, and it is very easy for you to find that person if you mention the meeting place. Or maybe if someone get lost, if you want to find that person back, then you can come back to that meeting place and wait, then you can meet other people. So like that, always remember, even though from childhood to now, even to the future, maybe you will travel to many places, you will see many people, you will go through many kind of experience, you will go through many up and downs in life, but still keep the heart as your meeting place. So whatever happened, learn to come back to it and reunion with your heart. So that is the power. It's always will heal you. It always recover you, because that is the best place for you. And maybe that sometimes we think this outside things or the people or the situations or the environment so important that sometimes ourselves. But end of the day, you will understand it's not like that, because each and everyone has their own way. So if you look into the outside, always you look into validations. And when you depend on validations and you feel kind of like a very needy and wanting, and it will develop the anxiety or the depression. And you always look into, oh, I am so special, make me special. So you always want something. So that wanting develop a desire, and then out of that wanting, what will happen? Always the unsatisfaction and or the unbalance will develop in you. So that way your life going to become very difficult for you. So then always look into yourself. In the very beginning, before we go into deeper, so the first you have to develop this foundation and the background for yourself to come back and settle down within you and put some value on you. And that way, when it comes to the meditation, even when you're practicing meditation, it is every day, we reminding yourself to settle down a little bit and look into yourself and bring back your own awareness to your own experience. Because our awareness, our consciousness always go with outside things. So when it comes to that, in this meditation practice, there are two mental cultures we mainly practice. One is tranquility meditation. So that we'll call another way collective awareness, chitta bhavana. Another one called the vipassana, analytical meditation, panya bhavana. So once you have the tranquility state, you are capable to recognize your own experience, the very moment of experience. And once you have that understanding, seeing the inside is an ability that you gain. Why you need to see inside? So this is the reason. If you look back yourself, that whatever the experience you had, whatever the situations you had, whatever the environment that you went through, most of time you see a lot of outside details. But if you look into very deep, you will say the very beginning point happened within your inside. So any situations, that whatever experience that you go through, if you look that reason as outside things, remember, it is not outside. Of course, there are certain things outside, but the very beginning happened within yourself. Happiness or unhappiness, sad or worry, joy or pleasure or pain or anything. Ugly or beautiful things, that whatever happened, that all the very beginning point happened in you. That's why seeing the beginning point is very important. So then always remember, whatever that you go through, whatever you do, whatever that you engage with the outside world, remember yourself, there is something happening in you in that very moment related to that situation. If you don't see that, you may make a lot of mistakes, or you may make a lot of unnecessary activities. So if while you having this outside interference, when you engage with the society with your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, if you have the ability to see your inside, then itself what happened in the very first thing, you're not going to personalize this outside situation, and at the same time, you're not going to much engage with the outside situation, and you are capable to detach from the situation that you go through. So that detachment is very necessary. Because if you so attached to the outside incidents or the event or the situation, it's very difficult for you to get out of it. But when you see inside, you're consciously now, you know that there is something happening in you. In that very moment, the disconnection happened with the outside situation, that disconnection, that gap that you create, it brings opportunity for you to become very free from that situation. So that freedom, you create yourself. And that freedom will allow you to see things more widely. So that is very important. Otherwise, when you are interview, when you engage, when you into situation, the viewpoint that you can gain is become very narrow. You can see only little thing. But when you are capable to detach from the situation, you are capable to see widely. So that ability bring the opportunity for you to understand the very causation and how things come to be as they are. But the thing is, we have so much deeper attachment to go into these outside situations rather than seeing what is happening within us. So that's why practicing meditation is important. Because when you conscious, when your awareness capable to keep in one place, and when you have ability to see little by little inside you, so what will happen? While you interfere with this outside world, you are capable to see what is going on in your mind. So that ability, most of the time, that is what the ability we lose. We are capable to see what happens in the far away with the sky, the stars, moon, or the sun, or with the other planets. But sometimes, while we are observing that far away stars, we are not capable to see what is happening within our mind. So that much we disconnect. Maybe we are capable to see the history 1,000 years backward, or maybe we are so capable to analyze our future 1,000 years ahead, but still we are not capable to recognize what is happening within us in this very moment. So the meditation is a method bringing that ability to yourself. That doesn't mean you are disconnect from the seeing the past or the future. But when you are capable to see the present moment, and when you are capable to see what is happening in you, your point of view become more sharp and clear. With that clarity, when you see your past or the future, or even these outside situations, with that clarity, when you interfere with the environment, your outcome itself going to become more profitable. That profitable means you're not going to create any kind of bodily, verbally, mentally actions related to greed, hatred, or the delusion. Why? Because when the mind becomes clear, you recognize that whatever you perform, even though that it come as outcome with this material world, with the things, it based with the power of mind. So if you look very carefully, this whole life, the appear as physical, appear as form, but still is all depend on mind. So when it comes to the mind, it's just thoughts. So just thoughts transform to this material in a certain level. Just imagine that when it comes to this pen or this computer, this mic, this cell phone, this light, it didn't appear itself. It first appeared in the mind. So then what happened? When it comes as an idea and as a name, then it's transformed to form. So then there is a power in your mind. So remember, be very careful, because whatever appear as thoughts, in the very next day, it can appear as a form. So our body the same. There is a deeper connection to our mind. And according to your mental behavior, your physical form can change. So then you have to understand, if it is related to the greed, hatred, and the delusion, what will happen? Related to that, things going to appear. And once things appear, it is very difficult for us to get out of it. But we are capable to stop it once it is going to happen within our mind. So the karma is a kind of like a thing. Once it appears through your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, it going to come back, and then maybe you will struggle with it. But how about it, before it appears as a form? When it appears in your mind as a thought, in that very level, if you are capable to stop it or transform it to very positive way, or if you are capable to transform it to loving kindness, generosity, or the wisdom, then you're not going to get any harm. But the thing is, we are so into this outside world and struggling with the outside things, we neglect that what is happening, what's keep going on in our own inner mind. So then again and again, learn to look into yourself. Even in this very moment while you're listening, look into your own mind and see what is happening in you. Can you really recognize it? Maybe in the beginning, we can't see it properly. We know something happened. We know there are some kind of thoughts, but still it's not clear. So start to work with that and make it very clear. When a thought comes without any doubt, if you are capable to see it, analyze it, recognize it, that recognition becomes a power for you. So that is the ability we gain through practicing meditation. So then again and again, we have to see, develop that ability to see inside our thoughts. Why we have to do that? Because through this whole samsaric journey, we used to put our attention to the outside world. And that is why, knowingly or unknowingly, without intention or intentionally, our mind goes outside very easily. So now we have to develop totally different way of behavior to bring it back. So overnight, suddenly maybe you can't do it. So then again and again, you have to do it. So by the time the pattern slowly start to reverse. So then you have to be patient. And then at the same time, you have to keep continuing. And at the same time, you have to put some effort. And you have to trust. And you have to work again and again. And you have to put some energy on it. So that way you will gain the result little by little. What is the result you gain? When the thoughts arise, you are capable to see it. Because when you see the thoughts in that very moment, you are capable to react to it or not to react to it. So that is where you become very conscious. So the being conscious is two ways. One is that you recognize what is happening with outside with your perception. And the other thing is, the most advanced and the difficult part is what is happening in you while you experience the things with this outside world. So in the Vipassana level, you are more capable to get into that your inner form, feeling, perception, volition, or the consciousness, to see it very clearly. So the form means that itself with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, this entire process we call as form. So that's why you intuition. And that's why you get into the feelings. And so the perception, the entire process with the feelings and interference, and bring the ability to have a choice yourself. And then the consciousness, very appearance itself, go towards something or to become. The moment of living, the process happening inside you. And while it happens inside you, even though you get the help out of the outside world, remember, the very foundation is inside. So it is very rare in life we experience things really that with the outside world itself, without our inner behavior. But most of the time what happens, we repeat our inside needs, inside feelings, inside believing, again and again, again and again, again and again. So recognizing this, understanding this, and tracking and hacking this happening inside you will bring the freedom to yourself. So the freedom doesn't mean we get out of a place or go into another place. The freedom means we get out of that our inner circle or inner happening, inner habits. And once it comes to that, the highest thing that you gain is fluidity of mind. So you become shapeless. Because otherwise we always go with the patterns, habits, methods. And the mind more easily will develop a pattern. Mind more easily develop a structure with the name and form. But once the mind becomes free from that inner pattern, what will happen? You become formless. And it's capable to adapt to any situation very easily. You don't struggle, you don't resist, you don't predict, and you don't wish for it should be this way or kind of like that. You are wait till it come to in front of you. So that is a skill. Because we more into ahead, we prepare for things. That's how we live. We are so smart to prepare for things, even though we know that thing's not going to happen. But still that preparing is a kind of like a stimulate your mind. And then it is not really we live with the real life, we live with the mental image. So as example, when it comes to planning regarding the future, most of time, in this very moment, you have certain kind of mental pictures in you already that the develop in your mind, project in your mind. And in that projection, what happened, you are so comfortable to create that kind of chemicals and you live with it. And then what will happen, by the time you miss the reality, but you so into this dreaming and imagination yourself, and you're capable to always dream and project and always create that in your mind, and you go with it. Most of the time we do it because of the unclarity, and because of that you have the fear, and because of that what will happen, you project about the future and you plan ahead and hold it to that plan. But through the meditation, what happens? Once you tune to the present moment, it's bring the ability to wait, and it brings the ability to accept. It brings the ability to settle down. And that settling down itself physically and mentally brings some kind of satisfaction and calmness. And that calmness will bring the ability to see things very clearly. Because living in the present moment and living the life itself is not hard, not difficult. The imagination is the most difficult part. That is what we always struggle. That is where we bring the anxiety, depression, that the most of disease, because of the imagination. But when it comes, if you look very carefully, the very real life, that what happened to you, it happened out of the bliss. And if you tune to that, you will save a lot of energy. And you have a lot of freedom. And you have a lot of space, and you have a lot of opportunity. That is where the creativity comes. So when you live in the future, there is no creativity. But it's look like when you dream, when you think ahead, sometimes we will build. But when it comes to the world, if you look, this entire world, everybody every day dreaming. But look, that most of time, only very few people contribute something new to this entire humanity. That the people who were capable to detach from that dreaming state and come to the real state, capable to really manifest something, create something useful to the world. So otherwise, that everybody dreaming every day, but there's no productivity. So then remember, the creativity come out of not just by dreaming. Creativity come when you are so grounded to the moment. That is where you are so capable to create something. So then always that the meditation is a method. Yourself bring the real ability to yourself to bring the life and experience the life and understand it itself with the freedom, with the space, with more opportunities. So then always remember yourself, it is your own responsibility to bring that gift to yourself. Keep that opportunity within yourself. So in day-to-day life, so even though we practice this meditation in day-to-day life, always remember yourself, whatever you do, whatever you experience, and remember to little bit look back inside you and see what's going on there. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Scan head to toes yourself 3 times and say Swapateva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. And deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Maya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addhaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bliss.